I have been meaning to talk about this little topic for quite a bit now, but I just couldn't find or really put everything into the right words in order to like really express what I'm feeling. Hence the title. But anyway, if this is your first time watching me somehow, hello, welcome. My name is Rigna. I just play games, and this is like probably like the first ever video that I'm like pretty vulnerable in that I'll just have fully released in public, and it'll be on the internet forever. But if this isn't your first time watching me and you're a subscriber, hello, we're about to get into some deep shit and you'll get to know me more, I guess. But all in all, yeah, I just hope this resonates with any of you, even if it's one person. One view on this video would be crazy, but as long as someone saw it, you know. So to explain what I'm talking about, I have a pretty hard time expressing myself or just opening myself up to people and people around me, especially in person. It's not really like a social anxiety type of thing, whatever you want to call it. It's just I'll like get more into it. So basically, it's just in my perspective, right? It's just a lot of people that I know or people that I'm even friends with, I just strongly feel like they really don't care much about what I have to say or what's really on my mind and what's really bothering me, you know? And to be honest, like anytime I did express my frustrations around people or express about what I thought was wrong or right, I just always seem to get the same reactions or answers, man. Same reactions and the same advice that was intrinsic to the people that were telling me this advice, because it mainly I identify with them because it worked for them, and somehow they think it's gonna work for me, you know. But like, to be honest, like, not to say I'm any different from that, because I do be giving advice that can relate to what I would do, but at least for me, I try to stay, you know, open-minded and just really gain the perspective of the other person and try to work my way around that, you know. And I am especially aware of the fact that not everyone can be the same as you, and you really can't expect much from other people. That's just a reality, you know. And around, I don't know, it just feels like the more I did open up, the more I was like, you know, just fucked over, hurt in the end. And it's like even got to the point where like my own kindness and my vulnerableness put me in a fucking horrible position in my life, to a point where I just really couldn't trust anyone else anymore. Because like most of the time I can't even trust myself to open up, because my brain just automatically goes into like a defense mode or just a safe mode whenever, you know, a girl shows interest in me or when someone wants to open up to me. Because of course, you know, when you're like in a weird deep talk session, you're expected to open up, bro, but that ain't me, bro. But like, of course, I try my best to comfort that person and give them good words of advice from an unbiased standpoint, but they can't expect me to be opening myself up, because I just can't do that, at least not right now. Because to me, all that matters in that moment is you, not me, only you. And you know, it's actually kind of funny, because I realize this all stems from how I grew up and how, you know, love was given to me, if that makes sense. Like a pretty good kind of big portion of it was, I don't know, just felt kind of transactional. So I don't know. But like, I also noticed that also kind of like how, sorry, it's just affected how I view relationships, you know. And I always incline myself to do something big or give so much of myself before I even barely get into a relationship with a girl. Especially for a girl that I really like, valued and liked. I can't talk, I'm so sorry. But you know, all that cringe ass lover boy shit just didn't matter in the end, because, you know, I just got the same result. So yeah, it just really didn't matter. And the whole like mental thing on it that I had, it kind of got worse after I was like, you know, cheated on. And I pushed any girl that I guess cared about me just away. Like, I didn't want any of that. I want you to stay away type of thing, you know. And listen, I'm not trying to sound misogynistic, but why would I be open to the same people that turn it all against me, you know? It's not just women, it's just for both sides, bro. And I also like regretted a lot of times where I was decided to be open to my friends or whatever, because after doing so I felt pretty weak and pathetic and retarded or stupid, because like in my head again, why should I be open with anyone when it's all going to be the same result? It's like, what can I do to get a result that I want? I keep saying Jesus. So like, I don't know, right now it's like, at this point I don't even know if I'm like chasing love, validation, or the part of myself that I somehow just can't see right now. And as far as validation goes, I will admit I do get a sense of that from a very small number of people that I know. But it's a weird duality, I guess, because like in my own home I can hardly sense that kind of acceptance when it comes to certain things. Like this YouTube channel, for example. I don't even remember the last time someone in my family even asked about it, or asked if I was doing good and if I needed help or anything like that. And also a pretty gnarly example. There's one time I decided to paint my nails black, because I personally thought it was really cool. Kirk Hammett has his nails black. A lot of metal artists have their nails black. Nathan Explosion from Metal Oculus paints his nails black when he's like on stage. And then after I was kind of like low-key trying to show it off, I got scolded. I was called a faggot, and I was judged heavily for it, which is kind of crazy. And I feel like this is fair, because like when that kind of shit happens to you, especially if it's like your own family, you would like be pretty upset. Like in the heat of the moment, I was pretty angry, bro. Cause like, bro, like, why am I being called these things by my own blood? Aren't you supposed to be accepting of me? But it's what the fuck ever, I guess, bro. So I just decided to just take off the nail polish, and I went on with my day like nothing happened or something. And it was like, sure, many of you guys can think like that kind of shit is like a phase, like a little emo phase, and my family can think that as well. But at the same time, I still want to like paint my nails black, bro. That's just I just feel cool doing that. But I just can't express myself without being judged so heavily by other people, and especially my family, because yeah, I'll just be shunned by everyone. Even some people that I have relationships with, not all of them, but like some of them, because like when it comes down to it, it's like the only like when it comes down to it, like you be the only one that be picking your real family at the end of the day. Like really, sure, family that you were born from, that's your real family, but like the people that accept you for whatever you are and love you regardless of anything, that's where you can pick your own family. That's where family comes in truly. But like, I don't even get that kind of energy by my own like friends, some of them, and of course I have my moments where I could seem like I'm judging you, but in reality that means I love you, because it's a weird way of expressing love, I guess, but like I'm not gonna hold it against you. I'm still gonna like look at you the same way I did before. It doesn't matter to me, because I accept you and I love you. And to not really get that energy back, it kind of breaks my heart, because if I've gone this far being judged, being called a twink and a faggot and shit, I surely can't judge what makes you feel alive, And yeah, it's just, if there's something you genuinely love, I don't know why I say it like that, this is something that you truly love and you're just really interested in it, I have no choice but to love that for you and take interest in what you love, because that's what friends do. That's how it's supposed to be in my eyes anyway, but what the fuck do I know? But yeah, to pretty much kind of like summing up, I just currently, at least, I just can't fathom being vulnerable a lot. I know it's a common thing for people to like be vulnerable and cry and express their feelings and shit, but it's low-key taboo, especially when it comes to men. It's like, for a while, even growing up, I strongly cling to the idea of men don't cry, and I will say that kind of way of thinking it did destroy me in a lot of ways. and I can barely just break out of the habit because, you know, I hate the way I look when I cry. I hate the way I sound when I cry. I hate the way I talk when I cry. I just hate everything when I cry, especially myself. But yeah, at the end of the day, bro, just to like end it off. Yeah, I really don't know. It's just I probably just need to be seen or something, like seen by someone that like truly, like just truly just I don't know, to like make it sound better. Just it feels like I'm chasing like this idea of like a woman or something that like, you know, just pretty much like the girl of your dreams, right? That kind of idea. She loves you, hugs you, embraces you no matter what, no matter what you're going through and shit. She doesn't judge you at all. She just fully sees you for who you are, and she allows you to share yourself with her. Not saying that's the chick that I should be, you know, only striving for, because like I'm gonna be real, bro. There is not one damn person that could be truly like that for anyone. But anyway, yeah, I'm just clinging on to an idea to like be seen a lot. But yeah, sorry for rambling. I'm just saying shit. But anyway, yeah. Hopefully you found something valuable in this. I just wanted to share this little bit of a perspective I have, because you know it bothers me a lot, and I want to tell somebody about it because I could never fully get it out until now. But yeah, hope you guys have a good day, good night, and see you guys later.